All right, let's do this. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's Josh coming at you from Nerd Vengers Tower, as always. And whoa, it doesn't happen often, but I was indeed wrong, way wrong, about the Shang-Chi box office, man. This was an impressive take. In my opinion, this was massive. It has a lot of different implications. So we're going to get into that today. We're going to talk all about it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really excited. But it's going to be a big week as well. I want to sort of say right off the bat, if you're a Nerd Venger member, please come back at noon today. We're going to be doing our stream for the members only, as we always do. But this one's going to be a good one. You're definitely going to want to be there for this one. I had a breakthrough idea when it comes to some of our long-term plans, our NFT project, metaverse type stuff. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff and you're a Nerd Venger member, please come by at noon today. We're going to go over that, okay? So I also want to know, just as an experiment here, I would love to know. You guys let me know. How many times have you seen Shang-Chi in the movie theater? How many times have you seen the movie in theaters? Why don't you guys drop that on into the chat? I'd love to know. And I'm gonna make you guys a sort of special deal. I'm gonna make you a deal. If this stream gets over 500 likes, I will go see this movie again in theaters. I know. I said I wouldn't. I know. I'm baiting you into it with likes and using the situation for my own personal gain on this video, but yeah, it's going down. So smash the like button. All right, let's get this pulled up, guys. Let's get into the numbers. Let's first just talk about the numbers, then we're going to explain what it means, because to me, I think it's a massive freaking deal, as I said before. Massive freaking deal. Okay, whoa, that's not the article. That's our Twitter, where you guys should be following us 100%. What are you doing? Okay, so let's check this out. We're looking at this over here on USA Today, okay? The Associated Press. So they say here, on what's traditionally one of the sleepiest weekends at the movies, the Marvel film Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings smashed the record for Labor Day openings with an estimated 71.4 million in ticket sales, giving the box office a reeling from the recent Rona surge, a huge lift before the fall season, blah, 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 blah. Now, listen, right off the bat, I want to say, when I first saw this, because some of you guys were like, yo, what do you think of this? What do you think of this $71 million number? When I first saw that, I thought that might have been worldwide, and I was, like, horrified. You know what I mean? I was like, dude, what is happening? But no, that was domestic. That was North America only, and that is a massive record. That is a massive record for them. And again, I want to talk about all the implications, but let's just kind of keep going on here, okay? The Friday to Sunday gross for the film ranks as one of the best debuts in the pandy, trailing only the previous Marvel movie, Black Widow, which made $80.3 million in July, and Universal Pictures' Fast 9, which made $70 million in June. Overseas, it pulled $56.2. Guys, that is huge as well, okay? And again, we're going to break this all down, but 56.2 in the foreign markets without China and without a lot of that Asian part of the market, massive. And that's one of the sort of stories here. That's one of the stories, is this whole China thing. In fact, I knew there was something I was missing in my notes. I'm going to write that down, because we'll talk about that later. So 56.2 in the 3-day, giving a total of 120, for all intents and purposes, for 128 million. They add here that it made for about 150 million, and will add 12 on Monday. We'll watch the Monday numbers. You know, you never know for sure, but yeah, that's probably a pretty safe estimate. And even if it underperforms that by a couple million, you're still creeping up towards $150 million worldwide for the opening. You know what I mean? 100%. So let's keep going here. The Walt Disney Company opted to release it only in theaters, much to the chagrin of people like me. And that's one of the other things. Does this settle it? Does this mean movie theaters are here to stay? Does this indicate that the streaming takeover has halted? And that will no longer be a thing? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. And yeah, I see the Jabba Josh stuff in the chat. Trinity, you mother sucker. You mother sucker. Okay, so this will include a blah, blah, blah. 45-day run, right? Strong opening for Shang-Chi. Forecast have been closer to 50 million. That's true. When we were looking at the forecast last week, guys, it was bad, man. These people were talking about all sorts of different factors as to why this wouldn't hit for the way that it did, but massive, massive numbers. Now, also adding into this is the fact that apparently, despite being pretty visually stunning, this movie only cost them about $150 million to make. Oh, there goes the camera. We're done. We're done for the day. So $150 million to make. That's massive profit. Okay, so to me, again, massive profit, a massive big deal. Now, let's be real. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. It's still diminished compared to what we remember from Marvel, you know, pre-Pandy. It's still diminished in many different ways. But I think the reality is, guys, people that thought that it was going to be completely diminished, that it was going to bomb, we were wrong. Okay, and I was one of those people. Now, the reason this is such a big deal and such a big win, because I know many people will probably look at these numbers and they will say, well, this isn't that big of a win, or this isn't that big of a box office even. Like, how can you be excited? This is legitimately more than, or rather less than Black Widow. Like, Black Widow made more than the movie. Okay? So, couple of different factors that I think make this incredibly significant, but the main reason is for all the reasons we were talking about last week. All the things we were talking about on that Thursday stream that everybody got all mad at me because I was like talking about, you know, what could possibly go wrong and not getting into China. One of those things, you know, the surge in Rona, also one of those things. I gotta make sure my freaking microphone doesn't fall off here. So, the fact that it's a origin movie of an unknown character, obviously one of those things. There were many different factors that were pointing to this movie underperforming at the box office, okay? And I remember last week, many of us were talking about this, whether it be on the Discord or whether it be on Twitter, social media, etc., etc. We were talking about the seats in the theaters, right? It wasn't as packed as we wanted to. I remember when we saw it opening night, and we saw it on the first showing, opening night Thursday, right? There was a guy behind us that right before the movie, he made a comment about how he couldn't believe that the movie theater wasn't as packed as what he remembers. This is the first showing of this movie. This is crazy. You know, Marvel movies used to just sell out and fill theaters. And I heard many of you guys say the same thing. Like, I think Kendall said he had the theater almost to himself on opening night, right? Preview night is what they call it, that Thursday night. But from what I remember, reading into the numbers, looking at the numbers, it was like the Saturday numbers really impressed. You know what I mean? The Saturday numbers kind of blew people away. And overall, just a ton of people went out to watch this movie all around the world in movie theaters. You know? So, to me, for all the reasons that we were sort of doubting it, this type of a win, which even if it doesn't make as much as Black Widow, which I still don't know if it will overall, right? One of the big factors is going to be the second weekend, right? We've got to see what happens in the second weekend. Because what a lot of anti-streaming people will tell you is that it was the second weekend and the colossal drop-off for Black Widow and other movies that were, you know, available in Premier Access. That's really what hurt the box office. Okay, so now we're going to enter into this, like, second weekend. Everybody's going to be looking at it. Everybody's going to be wondering, does this indicate that without streaming, the box office is able to have a much better hold in week 2? I think that's 100% possible. You know what I mean? It's possible. And if it has an incredibly strong weekend, and I'm not talking about like a small, like a oh, that's pretty good, but like an incredibly impressive weekend, like if it drops off at 30% or less next weekend, man, what a huge beacon to the streaming, or rather to the theater folks, to the folks that are like, no, the theater experience must stay. I love the theater. Long live the theater. You're wrong, Josh. All of those people are going to have a giant boon if that happens next week. And the truth is, you just got to wait. And we're all going to be watching. And look, I have my feelings about this streaming theater thing, but you got to kind of look at the scoreboard. You can't deny it. You got to look at the scoreboard. In my opinion, if it goes on to have a massive week 2, you might kiss Premier Access goodbye for a little while. And many of you guys would applaud that and cheer for that. I will personally feel like I'm forced to go to the theater, and now I'm going to have to go to the theater and listen to babies all the time. But it is what it is. That would be a massive, massive win for the streaming theater stuff. So we'll wait until week 2 for all the reasons that we were sort of doubting the film's ability to reach this level of box office. That is why it is such a big deal. So without it going crazy, it's still a massive deal with everything involved. Now, the next thing that in my notes, the next thing that's pretty wild about this, guys, is the ScarJo lawsuit. The ScarJo lawsuit. By the way, put a 1 into the chat if you caught the Saturday stream where I lost my freaking mind about the ScarJo lawsuit and about the Russo brothers. By the way, not super proud of that stream. Not super proud of that stream. Might even unlist it and do a better video to talk about it because, man, I was freaking out. I can't do streams like that anymore. I can't just do a stream. I mean, maybe we can do them behind the scenes or something like that. But I shouldn't just do streams where I come in hot and I'm just all emotional and I'm basically like, you know? How many of you guys saw that stream? Not my proudest stream. Let's talk about this. I think we will have to wait, of course, not only for week 2, but for the theatrical run of this film to see what the total box office is and how it relates to what Simu is paid. And again, people were talking about how this film, despite being a massive blockbuster movie, a huge win for Marvel, huge win and just in general, it only cost them $150 million. That's pretty interesting, man. I think there's a lot of, that could be a whole thing. That could be a whole thing for me. Simu was probably not paid front end as much as Scarlett did in after 10 years of the character and doing her solo thing, right? But maybe he got back in points, whatever. We're going to have to see, man. If he makes a lot of money from the box office and it has really strong legs and if it beats Black Widow's, okay, so this I don't think will happen again. But if it does happen, holy crap, is this bad for Disney? They're in a weird spot here. They're almost like they're pumped about this, but they almost can't be that pumped about it. Because if this movie goes on to gross more than Black Widow did in its combined Disney Plus Premier Access money and just worldwide box office, only in the box office, and if Simu makes way more because of the box office success and built-in incentives and bonuses and shit like that, then Disney is in a pretty tough spot when it comes to the Black Widow lawsuit. Now, again, we're gonna talk about the Russo brothers and the Secret War thing. I'm gonna do a video now that I'm in a better mood that I got my beauty sleep this weekend, and I'm not feeling as dramatic. Chet, we're gonna do a better video breaking that whole situation down, and I won't just swear and then freak out like we did on Saturday. But the point is, man, the pressure cooker is still on with that lawsuit. I think the lawsuit is status quo for Hollywood. It's bigger than ScarJo's pay, frankly. It's a precedent-setting lawsuit for the future of streaming Hollywood. I mean, look, Hollywood has been one of the most cornerstone influential pieces of not only American culture, but because American culture really matriculates almost everywhere else in the world, Hollywood has set the tone for culture almost for the world for a long, long time. Hollywood, very influential, powerful entity, a powerful city, you know, also made a bajillion dollars, so much money. So much money. And the people within Hollywood stand to lose a lot of money and get cut out of this cash flow if streaming really takes off, right? Theater owners, distribution models, all these sort of things, right? So the lawsuit is huge. It has a lot of ramifications. And with the Russo brothers sort of putting the pressure on, with Feige perhaps even putting pressure towards Disney and trying to be like, yo, just pay this lady. Pay this lady. You know, and with, honestly, nerds like me, absolutely losing their mind at the possibility of losing the Russo brothers coming back as Secret Wars. I don't know, man. I feel as though, although this is a big win for Marvel Studios and technically a big win for Disney in regards to the future of not only that lawsuit, but of, you know, streaming versus theaters. I don't know. If I was Disney, I'd probably be looking at this in it's a tough one. It's a tough situation. You know what I mean? It's a tough situation. Now, next thing we got to talk about. Next thing we got to talk about. By the way, participate in the poll. You know, we're having fun with this situation, okay? We're having fun with this situation. So shut your mouth and have fun. Anyway, next thing in my notes. Next thing we got to talk about. Eternals and No Way Home. I think it's pretty safe to say, barring and like a cliff level, apocalyptic level drop off in weekend 2, that the box office of Shang-Chi has more or less secured the release date of Venom 2, Eternals, and No Way Home. Bruh, let's just call it what it is. Shang-Chi might be the greatest fucking hero Marvel's had in a long time, because he didn't just stop the Dweller in Darkness. He stopped a far more impactful, important evil lurking out there in the world, and it's called the delay. He just saved Venom. He just saved all the Eternals. And he just saved every Spider-Man in existence. All of them. My man. Cheers, Shang-Chi. Cheers to you. It's pretty close, guys. I mean, obviously, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm wrong all the time, right? But, in my opinion, we're pretty close. Like, unless this next weekend has just, again, a colossal drop-off, it seems as though we're going to be fine for these theatrical releases. And, you know, look, am I still Jabba the Josh or whatever the fuck Trinity was saying? Yes, I am. Do I just want to lay on the couch or sit in this gaming chair and watch things and not have to go out into the real world where people are scary? Yes. But if you're asking me, would you rather have it in theaters and have it this year or not? Duh. I want it. I want to watch No Way Home. And by the way, that's going to be a pretty good theatrical experience. And if there's I'm going to tell you guys right now, if there's a baby in the theater that I'm in when No Way Home comes, that baby's getting thrown out of the theater by yours truly. Like, for real, for real. You'll see me in a yellow jumpsuit or something on the 6 o'clock news, and they'll be like, you know, moderately successful YouTuber has been arrested for throwing a human baby out of a theater. What's odd about this story is that after he did it, the entire theater applauded the action. More on this in a minute. That's for real what'll happen. But yeah, I want these movies out, man. I want to watch these films. I want to nerd out with all of you. I want to have a good time. I want to have the fun. And so it does feel as though, Chet, that we're probably safe. That we're gonna get these movies at the end of the year. Again, thank you, Shang-Chi. Bless up. Bless up, Simu. Okay, last thing in my notes. Let's talk about China. I don't know how many people are going to talk about this aspect, really. I'm interested. I want to see what the discourse is like today. But I think this is a big win for the folks that want Marvel and Disney, and really just maybe even Hollywood, to sort of get out from under the incredible pressure and influence of China and of the CCP. This movie's doing great. Not accepted in China. I think it might even be banned, and not just the film, but even talking about it. They've done this before, like when Mulan came out, bruh. Like after all the craziness happened with Mulan, and Disney was like, we really want to thank all the. Well, we don't have to go there. After all that stuff happened, China was literally like, if you Google Mulan, we will punch you in the balls. And all the computers in China, this I didn't really know about until recently. All the computers in China have a mechanical fist under the desk, and if you Google the wrong thing, you get punched in the balls. And you might be like, oh, well, the ladies are safe. Apparently not. Apparently not. They do. I don't even want to say what they do with the ladies. Again, we're on YouTube. It's a family show. We're trying to have a good time here. So I think that this is what's really interesting is I think there should be a celebration of this box office. I unfortunately think there will be certain people, parties, groups online that want to be skeptical about this actually being a big win, and I understand that. But there's also going to be sort of a portion of people, I think, that aren't going to celebrate this the way they should, because if this movie, like, just being real, I can only speak for myself here, but if Disney said something to the effect of, hey, man, we don't really want to cater to China anymore, and we're not going to do that anymore, and sort of in celebration of that, we're just asking that, you go see our movies if you're in North America, like go see the movie or whatever. I would literally, I personally, again, I can't speak for everybody else, but I personally feel so strongly about this one particular thing that I would be more inclined to give them money and go watch their stuff, repeatedly to sort of help make up for the lost revenue over there if I could believe that was really what they were doing. Now that's not really going to happen, dude. They probably want Spider-Man to be in there. They want as many of their movies as possible to get over there. From a big business perspective, I understand it. But just being a fan and just being a fucking human being, and I'm not even that good of a human being. I'm not. There's a lot of stuff out there going on, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Even me, I'm like, bruh, this should probably not be going on. This is pretty egregious. It's really hard for me to put the blinders onto some of this shit. You know what I mean? So, who knows, man? If this movie has a big, if it has a huge weekend next weekend, it's great for perhaps the prospect of, man, we don't really need that box office over there. And to be honest, like, I don't think they do. I don't think they do. You know what I mean? But that's just me. So, look, if you are an MCU fan, I assume we have a few of them here. Hey, man. Winning. Winning. But what is new? What is new when it comes to the MCU, man? Pretty much all they do is just win. Now, we are going to get into the Q's and the A's, okay? But there's something I need to show you guys. Give me just a second here. This is going to be fun. Put a 1 into the chat if you saw that in IMAX, that character that we all thought was Charlie Cox, did you see that in IMAX you can actually see the full image of that guy? And he is not who we thought he was. Okay? He is not who we thought he was. Now, I want to warn you guys that, look, there's some fake images of this going around as well, okay? And I like to warn you guys about this kind of stuff. It's crazy out there in this world, you know. But I did want to warn you guys: don't fall for the tricks. Put a 1 into the chat if you saw that. Yes. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, here we go. If you saw that the full image is out there. Okay, let me pull something up. I want to pull this up and we'll go over it. Okay, let me pull this over here. Okay, so here we go. Put a 1 into the chat if you saw it. Now this is being more or less confirmed. And look, you know, it was awesome to get this clarified, right? Again, I'm very rarely wrong, you know, but I'll hold the L. I'll hold the L when it happens. So, look, I want to show you guys, and let me make sure we got this so you can see the whole thing here. I want to show you guys some of the images. Again, we just see the forearms. You know, we just see the forearms out there. And when you look up, it's pretty crazy what you actually see if you look at the full image. Like, look at this right here. Oh! It's like insanity. Like, yeah. Wait, no. Wait, what? What's that, chat? Okay, no. Sorry. You sure? Okay, actually, I'm being told this is fake. This is not the real one. Let's see. Let's keep going here. Oh, shit. Dang. Just putting it right out there. I must have misunderstood. I thought that, I thought somebody said this wasn't Matt Murdock. This must be one of the fake ones as well. Hang on. I think I got the real one here. This one, okay, nope, this is the one. This is the real one. When you pull up and you look at this guy, it's Batfleck. I know, it's crazy. It's very crazy that Batfleck is in No Way Home. Feige doing the most. I couldn't believe it either. But, you know, it makes sense because he's not doing stuff, you know, past Flash. You know, it's kind of a rough, it's a rough situation for him. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that that he's not doing that. So, okay, wait, what? Oh, shit. Okay, this is one of the fake ones too. Okay, hang on. This is one of the fake ones. Maybe. Okay, this is the real one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the real one. They're gonna explain this in the movie. It is Batfleck. Okay, so this is where I had this. It is Batfleck, but they're not gonna reveal that it's, or maybe he's playing Daredevil from the movie. You know what I mean? Maybe he's the Daredevil in it. You know what I mean? So interesting, very interesting that that's the way they went with it. And then, yeah, wait, are you serious? This isn't the real one? It looks real to me. Okay, wait. Whoa. Okay. So I'm hearing this is not the real one. It's gotta be this one. In fact, now I remember. It's the real one. We got it right here. It's Mephisto. I knew it. So, look, very crazy that they would do this. You know, I can't believe what it would have been like to see this in the IMAX, to be like, oh shit, this is the guy that's gonna be Daredevil, and then you look up and it's Mephisto. You know what I mean? That's what a world. What a world that we live in, you know? What a world. Absolutely crazy. So, basically that's where we're at, guys. Mephisto confirmed. Now, here's the deal. Oh, there goes the camera again. The deal is this. In all seriousness, we're going to do a video about this later. It's about this character and all the Daredevil news out there, because there's a new set of rumors and things that have been confirmed and things of that nature about Daredevil. And yeah, this dude isn't Daredevil, because this dude is Mephisto, okay? But Daredevil's still in the movie. We're going to talk about that. That'll be in a video later freaking on, okay? So let's get into the Q's and the A's. Guys, I'm going to go over all the different super chats that came in, and I do appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much. I do want to say that today's stream, it is brought to you by Surfshark VPN, but I got to get that link. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. Yeah. I do want to say that the stream is brought to you by Surfshark VPN. Use code NERDS at checkout, but don't do it today. Wait till we get the affiliate link in there, which we will do tomorrow. Also, this stream is brought to you by the beautiful people you see with badges in the chat, the Nerd Venger members, the greatest community that this world has ever seen when it comes to this nerdy-ish. They keep the lights on over here. You can join at a $5 a month. You could join at a $10 a month. You get behind-the-scenes streams like the one we're going to do at noon today, which is going to be juicy as fuck. For real, be there today at noon if you're a member. You get 20% off of our merch. You get the dope emojis. You get the badges. You get all sorts of benefits. And the benefit of knowing that you're helping Nerd Vengers Tower become a real thing. It's a beautiful thing. All right, let's get into this. Oh, and I do want to say, too, for the Movie Bros fans, I watched Hellraiser yesterday, and we recorded some of my reaction to it. And, yeah, it was scary. And we're going to be talking about that on Movie Bros, as well as talking about Shang-Chi and talking about our favorite Kung Fu movies. So we got a lot of fun stuff planned for Movie Bros as well. I know many of you are like, dude, what the hell's up with the Star Wars news? I'm going to do a video, hopefully later today. I know I said I would do it Sunday. I just wanted to take Sunday off. I'm really just trying to figure out what I can even say. I know it sucks. Everybody hates me. I should have never said I knew all this cool stuff. I should have never said it. In fact, I don't know anything. Shut up. I don't know anything. I got no sources. I live in a third-floor basement. I collect stamps. So leave me alone. And I'm also going to try to figure out what I can say. And maybe we'll do that. John Johnson at the Nerd Venture Prime level, thank you for rejoining. Crest, thanks for rejoining. Ron, thanks for rejoining. Bunch of rejoiners. Raj, welcome back. And Jake Myers, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's check out these super duper chats. Let's check them out. Let's see what everybody's saying here. Nikki is first in with a $5 holla. Says, oh, wait, shit, damn it. What? Did I miss that? What the fuck? Nikki says, I guess you can tell Simu that the experiment is working. Also, I'm so done with you. Wah, theaters are back. Wah, bye. Hashtag theater gang. Hashtag ScarJo is right. Ouch. I've never experienced so much love and so much pain in a single super chat. Thank you, Nikki. Appreciate the support. That one's for you. Michael Phantom with a $5 holla says, I think the word of mouth that the second and third week will so much better than Widow did in its second and third. Okay, so that's actually a great point, Michael. The word of mouth for this movie has got to be better than the word of mouth for Black Widow, right? Because the Black Widow word of mouth wasn't great. The Black Widow word of mouth was like, that's all right. You know? They fucked up Taskmaster. It was the word of mouth. You know what I mean? That was the word of mouth for that. And no, there's nothing like that in Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is dope, dude. It's a dope movie. I'm actually looking forward to seeing it again. I'll probably go see it in theaters. If this stream gets more than 500 likes, I will go see it maybe tomorrow. So like the video. But yeah, that's a great point, man. The very possible that that's what's going on there. Thank you, Michael. I am Donovan73 with a $5 holla says, Josh, I went Friday night and the theater was packed to the gills. But I'm in LA, so we are bigger and better. Hey, how dare you? But yeah, you're probably right. That's great, and you love to hear it. I think from what I saw, like 30% of the gross came from high-end theaters. So, like, there's some stuff in this data as I was looking over it that I was like, dude, this is nice. And even as someone like me that's like, it's not that I hate theaters. I like theaters. I just feel like theaters aren't innovating and they're not like catching up with the times. And like, dude, things are just going in a different direction. Like, things are going hardcore digital, right? Like, we're going to talk about some crazy stuff today in the Nerd Adventure stream, but it's like we live in a very interesting time where things are shifting. But I do like to see not only that the movie did well, but that high-end theaters were making up a big part of the gross and like bringing in experiential things and like bringing in some innovation and things like that. That's good to see for sure. 34 Virgo with a $5 holler says, I agree with you about the fighting in some scenes. There was a little too much camera work that took away from the fighting. Thank you, 34 Virgo. I couldn't have said it better myself. And everybody got all mad at me for saying that. I like the action in the movie. You know what I mean? I like the action in the movie. But bro, watch Jet Li's Fearless. Watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Like, watch these movies. Watch Ip Man. Bruh, the best kung fu is with a wide camera, just watching the actors. Doesn't have to be wide, but like just the camera doesn't move all that much. It's the actors, it's the action, it's their choreography that creates great kung fu. And Shang-Chi has that, but there are a lot of moments where the cinematography goes over the top and it loses the pure combat and the pure awe of kung fu. But the action's great, dude. The end of that movie's incredible. Mike, Phase 4 or Bust Porter with a 99-cent donation. Thank you so much. No message in there, Mike. No message. Matthew Perez says, don't know if Americans know him, but Jean-Paul Belmondo died today. A true legend of a French and European film. R.I.P. If y'all like him, check out his work. Dude, that's very tragic, but it seems like he left behind a good body of work, which is kind of all you can ask for sometimes, you know? It's like, hey, he lived a good life and all that, so, you know, R.I.P. and, you know, dang, rough one. Pretty Nikki with a $5 hello says, saw the movie on Friday, going again today. Glad this film is getting the viewership it deserves. Take my money. Yeah, and you know what? I will say this, too. Like, I wish, I was reflecting upon, you know, yesterday I was reflecting a lot on, honestly, like the stream on Saturday and just some of the streams that we had late last week. And it was a moment. I'm going to talk more about this on the Nerd Adventure stream as well. You know, and Mike Porter did a great job of just kind of being so sweet and like bringing in this idea. You know, from where I'm standing, I have to try to remind myself sometimes that like where I'm standing is not where many of you are standing. And like my personal feelings about this stuff, although relevant, is not the core of the content. And I regret some of the negative signaling that I did last week and sort of getting hung up on particular points that I think put out some negativity to people that really liked the movie and wanted to see it succeed. You know what I mean? I'm not going to apologize. All right, a little bit. I'm sorry about that. But the main thing is that as I reflected on this, I was like, man, it sucks that people got it twisted and thought that, like, A, I didn't like the movie, or B, I was looking to see it fail or something like that. And I want to sort of dispel that belief or that, you know, that sort of situation, I guess, or whatever. Because, dude, the movie's dope. Like, it's a dope movie. And as far as origin films go, it's incredible. I want to be able to celebrate the movie, talk about how dope it is, because it is really dope, while also just kind of saying that, like, in my opinion, though, you know, there's a little recency bias here, and, like, the MCU is dope, dude. Like, we rewatched Doctor Strange the other day. Bro. Doctor Strange? Like, when's the last time y'all watched Doctor Strange? The movie's incredible, dude. And what it does is, like, kind of mind-blowing, you know? So, you know, not to besmirch Shang-Chi at all, but I just think that, look, it is an origin movie. It's an incredible origin movie. But there's just, we live in an embarrassment of riches of the MCU. It's definitely not in my top 5 for the MCU. But I love that other people feel that way and like it, you know, and we should celebrate it. As fans of the MCU, this is incredible, you know? And his, what he is doing and the involvement of this tech and the rings themselves, it's really cool. And Feige's doing something pretty particular with this, so there's a lot to be excited about. Leonard E. Took with a $5 holla says, Josh, do you really think Shang-Chi has that ability to get Venom moved back into 2021? Well, as far as I know, Venom is actually still in 2021. It is going to release in October. And do I really think that it has the ability? I think that this movie was a big signaling to many different studios and people within Hollywood. I mean, again, not to go there with Simu, but the movie is an experiment in many different ways. The release structure, given the time, given all these different contexts, it is an experiment. I would say we have a lot of evidence out of this experiment that, like, dude, the Marvel brand is so strong. Like, dude, the Marvel brand is so strong. I guess the real question is, will any other big movie, like, what's Dune going to do? Now, that movie's going to be, day and date, so, you've got that situation going on there, but what's Dune going to do, even if it was just theaters? I don't know. But the Marvel brand is strong, bro. And say what you will, even the people that didn't love Shang-Chi, it's an entertaining movie. You cannot deny that. It's an entertaining movie, and it's more entertaining than Black Widow. And Black Widow wasn't bad. Like, Black Widow's the most meh good movie I've ever seen. It's like the most forgettable, pretty good film I've ever watched. It's a weird movie in that way. You know what I mean? Shang-Chi exceeded my expectations in a lot of different ways. And yeah, I think it's got that power. Tez says with a $10 holla, says, Josh, you and my friend had a problem with Katie, but I took my girlfriend to see the movie, and that was her favorite character. I'm getting her a Katie Funko Pop. Anyway, top 5 Marvel, no cap. Hey, man, I'm glad that you liked it. I'm glad that your girlfriend liked that. And it's funny, too, because, like, there were some people, like, I had to block a dude on Twitter. And if you're that guy and you're in this chat, let me know. I'll block you here, too, just because you're annoying. But there were some people out there that took a lot of offense to me not liking Katie. You know what I mean? And like, I legitimately don't like the character. And beyond not liking the character, I was actually just more, like, confused as to why she's still there. She's still there. Oh, okay, so she's still there. Well, we're going into the post-credit stuff. You know what I mean? There's no way. Oh, she's still there? There's a little bit of that going on. But I'm not, like, so butthurt by that. It doesn't, like, ruin the movie for it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to create some fake outrage or whatever. I'm just being real. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to talk about how I feel. But Tez, no, that's cool, man. That is cool. And any entry point for a different kind of Marvel fan, we should really celebrate that. You know, this shouldn't be a situation of gatekeeping and stuff like that. If your girlfriend legitimately thought she was the best part of the movie and wants to come in on it, that's awesome. Babu Frick is the best part of The Rise of Skywalker for me. And if Babu Frick was out here bringing motherfuckers to Star Wars, I'd celebrate it. You know what I mean? Green Bear with a $25 holla. Holy shit, very generous. Says, here's $25 worth of Shang-Chi clothing. I was right. You was wrong. Nah. P.S. Take my money. Also, shameless self promo. Fourth Wall Break on YouTube. Guys, go check out Fourth Wall Break on YouTube. Do it right now. But also, I hate you, Green Bear. So it's like, thank you so much for the support. And I hate you. Okay. Andre. Very generous. $10 holla says, so guys wanted to watch Shang-Chi OG version in Germany. Couldn't. Wanted to do the same in vacation here in Italy. Cannot. Fuck that. Give me premiere access. Shut your mouth and take my money. Yeah, you know, I want to say this before. Look, guys, I know you put your pitchforks away. You know, I know you put the torch out. You know, and you're Josh is really pleasant today. You know, feel free to light that shit back up. Grab that pitchfork and get ready, because I'm gonna say some outlandish shit. I still think the movie left money on the table by not doing premiere access. That's what I feel. That's my right to think it and feel it. And yes, I think the movie would have made even more money in premiere access. I don't know how we can quantify that, but I know anecdotally there are a lot of people talking about how, yeah, they still haven't been able to see the movie. They're still not going to be able to see the movie. That's a shame. That is a shame. But it means something. You cannot just deny That this wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just say, oh, but this doesn't matter. This doesn't mean anything. It's not a big win. Nah, it is, fam. It's a big win. Thank you, brother. JPiff TV with a $2 hello says Shang-Chi 4D highly recommended. NYC was packed. That's dope, man. Maybe I'll see it in the 4D this time. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll see it in the 4D this time. Jack De La Sola with a very generous $10 holla says, first time catching the stream live in a while since my new job. I still watch them all after work. Shang-Chi was dope. Keep killing it, Josh. Nerd Ventures for life. P.S. Take my money and Autobots roll out. Thank you so much, brother. And hey, man, we totally understand it. We totally understand it. You know, I heard a crazy statistic the other day. Did you guys know that live streaming in general on YouTube is down about 30% total since its peak in Pandyland? That's pretty interesting. Like, we've seen similar things where, like, we had, like, this big bolstered, thing. And I'll tell you, the WandaVision days of, like, when everybody was still kind of not, like, things were still weird and everybody was staying up late, et cetera, et cetera. There's been a big decline just in general with streaming on YouTube. But I think streaming on YouTube has a very bright future, and I'm very excited to be here with you guys and to be doing this. So I appreciate all you guys that come watch my stupid face talk all this shit every day, man. It's really sweet. Leonard E. Took says, stand corrected, Josh. Screen Rant updated article I read. Venom 2 still 2021. My bad, Nerd Bench. No, it's all good, bro. I actually reported on it being delayed. There were reports out there. I actually took that video down after it got like 2,000 views because I was like, nah, man, they just updated or whatever. I totally get it. No big deal. Matthew K with a very generous $10 hello says, in my opinion, MCU must show us certain things with the multiverse. One of those things is variant versions of Iron Man. It's like Luke in Mandoverse. I actually really like that. We knew he was out there, so the story would have not made sense without him. I agree, and if you didn't see the video, and perhaps we'll talk more about this throughout this week, if you didn't see the video, Tom Cruise Iron Man, still big-time rumor for Into the Multiverse of Madness. Now, there's no new reports about this, but old reports about it actually have been resurfacing, and the internet has been having their voice be heard. A lot of people don't like Tom Cruise. And I get it. He's the Scientology sprinter, Oprah couch jumping crazy man. I get it. I just think he's a good actor. I'd love to see him portray an evil Tony Stark or something like that. That would be dope. So yeah, man, I'm with you, Matthew. We got a lot more stuff to talk about with regards to the multiverse. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on, so we'll keep it going with that. Austin Johnson with the $10 says, saw it yesterday. I agree about the camera issues with the fighting. I'm starting to feel you on preferring streaming. $80 with snacks for the family of 4, and the AC was broken. Look, Austin, I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate the support. I'm still on my ish. I still prefer streaming. I do. I think streaming's the future. I think theaters need to do better. But let's just call it what it is, man. Like, this was big win for cinema and theaters and all that. So I'm hoping that maybe in my second time, there's not a baby in the theater and I can enjoy it a little bit more. I do like going to the movies, so it is what it is. I appreciate you pointing that out. I appreciate the support, man. Nerdtacular with a $5 holla says, pitch us your Shang-Chi What If episode. Also, watch Speed Racer for Movie Bros. Dude, I love that movie. I watched that in IMAX 3D. Bruh, that movie gets slept on. That is a fun movie. I like that movie a lot. Love you guys. Take my monetary surplus. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. My What If Shang-Chi episode. What if Shang-Chi didn't run away and became the leader of the 10 Rings and was evil? Yeah. That'd be kind of fun. Mike, Phase 4 or Bust Porter says Shang-Chi and MCU saved the industry. Love y'all. Mike, you might be on. I mean, we've kind of been saying that forever. Like, Marvel has sort of bolstered up Hollywood and the box office for like the last 5 years, dude. So it's real talk, Mike, and I appreciate the support as always. Amarastu MK with a $2 hello says, I don't like Katie too. It's okay, dude. Hey, thanks, bro. I feel better now. Thank you so much. Elisa Scott with a $5 holla says, "Why are you so wrong about Shang-Chi, but Shang-Chi? Why are you so wrong about Shang-Chi, but not me?" Nice, well done, babe. Ryan Carter with a very generous $10 holla says, "This was my first trip to the theaters in 5 years. Whoa, love the movie, but would prefer the option to choose to watch at home immediately. There is room for high-end experience and a comfortable one." Look, I agree with you. I'm on that train, bro. I'm on that train. But you know what I think the mistake was last week, honestly? It's not that people don't feel that way, right? It's not that. It's that I think what happened was I kind of allowed my feelings in the streaming versus theater thing to supersede my feelings of like Marvel and being a fan and having all this fun. It's almost like I was being sort of a stick in the mud, if you will, because of the theater streaming thing, and because I've really dug my heels into the streaming side of things. I think I allowed that feeling to get away from me a little bit and sort of cross my hands a little bit, and be like, huh. Nah. You know what I mean? But we live, we learn, we live and we learn. So it's all good. Okay, what is going on in the chat? What are you guys thinking? What are you guys saying in the chat? Let's just hang out in the chat for a little bit. And again, I want to say, please stop by the stream today at noon. It's going to be a good one. And we're at 444 with the likes. Damn, that's pretty great. SSB Xavier. Yeah, Zyver, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now, and please come by at noon if you are interested in the Metaverse Nerdcoin NFT project. It's going to be fun. Yeah. Top 5 MCU movies, says Dark Side Force. We'll have to, I'd love to do like a new revised top 5. But you know what I was thinking too? And I wonder if Theory would be down. Oh, not only are we doing Nerd Theory tonight, if I can get the video done the way I want to, Theory and I will be talking about one of the craziest things in Star Wars. And yeah, it has a little bit to do with some stuff that I heard. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, I need to say this. If you are in the Nerd Vengers Guild for Future Revolutions, y'all need to be doing your donations. I know 100,000 gold a day seems like a lot, but we need to get this thing leveled up so we can get more Nerd Vengers in. You need to do it. So if you're in that guild, man, dude, get that work done, man. I'm loving Future Revolutions. I'm loving that game, trying to level everybody up. So we need to get more Nerd Vengers in there. So donate to the guild so we can get more slots. Big Stevie with a generous $10 holla says, "My back went out on Thursday, and I'm only now able to walk. So I would have loved it being available on streaming, seeing it today. Also, my WandaVision Professor X theory going to come true." Dude, I love that theory, Stevie. Also, I hope you feel better, man. That's crazy. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's tough. But yeah, dude, I would have watched the movie a million times and probably made more content if it was available on streaming. Now, a lot of people have been pointing out, because they love to be so polite when they point this shit out. A lot of people have been pointing out that like it's sort of unique to my situation, the amount of value I could extract from it being on streaming. I can't deny that. Watch parties, rewatching it, doing content, all this kind of fun, exciting stuff. Yeah, it's going to make my job a lot easier. But also, just the convenience factor, bruh. Like, for real, I would have watched that movie like a bunch of times, man. And then, I don't know. That's just, that. It is what it is. I hope you like the film, Stevie. I hope you enjoy yourself, and I hope you feel better. Zebra, with a $5 holla, says, "Which mostly unknown Marvel hero do you think is next to get their own movie similar to Shang-Chi?" I don't know if that's going to be a thing, to be honest. I think origin stories in movies are kind of on the way out, and I'm not mad about it. Again, as much as I love Shang-Chi, kind of wish like he was just hanging out with the Avengers doing something crazy. You know what I mean? Like I was kind of more ready for the next part. And I think I would have loved that movie more. And I know, blasphemous for me to say this, but I would have loved it more if it was a Disney Plus series, because we would have gotten like 6 hours in this world. We would have had more time with these characters. You know, I like this world. The Tao Lao is dope. I would like to spend more time there. So I'm really interested in what Oscar Isaac is going to do with Moon Knight and how that might set him up in the future. So, yeah, I don't know if they're going to do any more of these sort of obscure characters. I want to see the Sentry, though. Not as a movie, again, as a Disney Plus show. But hey, maybe they would do it as a movie. I want to see the Sentry, dude. That's the character I want to see. So, let's see here. Carrie M., welcome to the Nerd Vengers, or rather, welcome back to the Nerd Vengers with the blue badge. Appreciate the support, the recommitment. Wen Wu was a pretty good villain, despite being delusional about his wife, but he was still a dick to his kids, especially his daughter. I like how they did this backstory. Yeah. I like that a lot, too. I liked it a lot. Oh, man. We wouldn't get that dragon in a TV show, though. You know what's interesting about that Nerdtacular? And I'm going to talk a little bit more about this today in the stream that I've plugged a million different times for noon today. Part of the reason this movie is so much cheaper than other Marvel movies is that special effects are becoming deflationary. Like, this technology and this stuff is getting cheaper and cheaper to do. And I know a lot of people are like, well, how can you do big budget movies in the future of streaming? The truth is, technology is, especially innovative technology, is a deflationary force. It is actually going to make this cheaper. Where in 5 years, we might do some skits and hang out here in Nerd Ventures Tower, and it might be of the level of effects that you would see nowadays in a big blockbuster movie, because it's going to deflate to that degree, right? This movie cost $150 million, and the special effects were phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal. So, yeah. Josh is getting a lot of hate. Oh, bro. I mean, these are the days of our lives. Did Obi-Wan finish filming? I don't think so. Not 100%, but I don't think so. I don't think so. All I want to see a Space Ghost movie. That would be cool. That'd be pretty chill. I kept thinking, oh, we're not going to find out how their mom died, but we did. Yeah, true. It was pretty tragic. Yeah. I've never been. Gadzook says, I've never been so glad to see Josh be wrong. Glad most of the time he gets it right. Unlike Zero. Star Wars fans know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. True. Man. Again, I think I can do this video today. I think I could do the Star Wars video today, you know? Yeah. 1 million broke Venger super chat. Damn, thank you for the 1 milli. Let's see here. Jareth says, is there any way that this is set during the blip? Bruce Banner pre-Smart Hulk, Danvers with long hair, and Wong absent of Strange in the Sanctum. Wow, that's actually a great point, man. No, I don't think so. But that is an excellent point, and I'll keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind, because that's a very interesting point. Very, very interesting point. 30 more likes till you have to watch Shang-Chi again in theaters. Oh, 25 more likes. Yo, y'all want to drop 25 more likes? Stop teasing us, NDA boy. Yeah, my bad. They talked about the blip. That's what I thought, but I couldn't be sure because I only saw it once. The blip anxiety groups? Okay, right on. Yeah. But, yeah. Hulk's arm is broken. Yeah. Man, Wong is getting that work, man. Wong is getting that work, yo. Yeah, Gavin, I guess enough. You know what I was gonna do too? And I love doing stuff like this and having fun. I was gonna do, and maybe we'll do more of this stuff when the BBS website. Brain no work, need coffee, take money. Dude, Vito, love you, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. You know, it'd be kind of fun if somebody had a compilation of all the different times I was wrong. It's probably only a couple of them. But like, wouldn't it be funny if there was like a compilation? And it's like, well, I was wrong about this. Oh, I was wrong about this. You know what I mean? I've been wrong before, you know? So, we are getting zombies episode this week for What If? Dude, that is sick, dude. That is sick. Oh, yeah, half the world can disappear. Thank you, Rob. Yeah. At 600 likes, Josh has to watch Shang-Chi in a theater with a baby in his lap. Damn. That'd be wild. Uh-oh, 500 likes. All right. I'm seeing it tomorrow. I'm going to see it tomorrow. You know what would be cool? I could see it in the afternoon before Movie Bros. And then I'll do Movie Bros with Theory after like it's really fresh in my mind. That would be kind of fun, huh? Zebra says, how do I join the Future Revolutions Alliance? Right. Well, for now, we don't have any spots. We have 24 of 24 spots taken, and we got to get the thing leveled up so that we can get more people in there. So, Ezra and Sabine, we're definitely going to be in the Mando finale. Yeah, thanks, Rob. Thanks for that, bud. Thanks for reminding me. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I got to go back. I know. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going to get a big old thing of popcorn. And I'm going to get a big old thing of Milk Duds. Let's go. Glenn says, you guys are suckers. Josh is going to see the movie again anyway. Glenn, you might be new here. I'm probably one of the most stubborn human beings on the planet. I literally was not going to go see the movie again. But was I looking for an excuse to do it? You're damn right. You damn Skippy. Woo! All right, everybody. We're going to get out of here. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for the support. Much love, much love, much love. Again, big stream today for the Nerd Vengers. I'm excited, man. I had a breakthrough this weekend. It was great. So come on by today at noon. I'm going to get out of here. You are all lovely human beings. Thank you for the support. And we'll see you soon, okay? We'll see you soon. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Guys, what if Disney makes episodes 10, 11, and 12? Question mark. Wouldn't that be cute? I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. All right. See you later. See you.